Good news, everyone. Mr. Page here with a great tip on how to spend your wildcards. If you're anything like me, you've found yourself running low on rare wildcards, but are swimming in more common and uncommon wildcards than you know what to do with. The trick lies on how the game compensates you when you open a 5th copy of a card. Your 5th copy of commons and uncommons are converted into vault points, 1 per common and 3 per uncommon. Once you hit 900 points, you unlock a vault that contains a bunch of high-value wildcards, 1 mythic, 2 rare, and 3 uncommon. How we take advantage of this is by crafting a bunch of playsets of commons and uncommons to accelerate how fast we start getting extras, and therefore vault points. The best time to do this is right before a new set comes out. You probably have a stockpile of gold and gems, and you might even have paid some cold hard cash for more packs. Before you crack that giant mound of packs, make sure you spend your extra low-end wildcards. So what is the conversion rate, you ask? 900 points gets you 3 top-end wildcards, so every 300 points is worth 1. Therefore, you can upgrade your common wildcards at a rate of 300 to 1, and your uncommons at about 100 to 1. Not a great rate, but it's better than letting your collection of low-end wildcards keep growing set after set. This trick also applies if you plan to play a bunch of limited events. Craft those bulk commons before you draft to fill up your vault faster. But Mr. Page, what if I end up wanting to craft a new deck, but I just spent all of my common wildcards on your trick? Good question, dear viewer. You might want to save a handful of wildcards so you can copy-paste the new hot deck that comes out next week. But you can mitigate this by crafting playsets of the good commons in War of the Spark, and not just crafting cards randomly. Also, opening 50 packs will earn you about 16 new common wildcards and 18 new uncommon wildcards, so this should mitigate your empty tank anxiety. If you are opening over 100 packs, you should be safe dropping to 0 common and uncommon wildcards first. It's ultimately up to you to decide how many spare wildcards to keep on hand. That's just you strategizing. But at least now you know how many rare wildcards that stockpile is costing you. I'm Mr. Page, and I hope you enjoyed this strategy page on wildcards. In my next video, I'll be taking a look at the ever-pressing question: take 4 damage or let them draw 3. Subscribe if you want to see that as soon as it comes out. See you next time.